Sometimes the shared love of a game connects people to each other. Sometimes the sharing of struggle, of pain, grief, loss, and even the trauma of war can help someone connect to themselves and perhaps even heal them.
What's your name?
Jose Ruiz.
Jose?
Yes.
How do you do? This is Joe D.
Jose, hola.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I seen you. And
He's Mr. Honor Flight.
Yeah,
Without
nice
him,
to
there was
see
no
you.
Honor Flight.
No, I see him.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you for what you're doing for the veterans.
And welcome home.
So I go back to when he started here because my dad just brought me a couple of years back.
Yeah.
He brought from that time. He brought me into the U.S. And so.
So was that around 68, 67?
Oh, no, my dad brought me here in '63.
63.
Some of those teammates were on the football team. Were some of the guys that played basketball at Lincoln. And they had,
is that where Max Walker went? Lincoln? He was.
No,
really,
it was.
There were some really good players.
Freddie Brown. Freddie Brown.
John Johnson.
And Sherrod and
Sherrod.
Yes. Yeah. Sherrod went to UWM.
Right.
And Fred Brown went to Iowa.
Yes,
and
he did.
He ended up in Seattle. I remember.
Downtown Freddie Brown.
It's a history. I remember that. I lived that.
So you were there during the tent?
Yeah.
You were there?
Yes.
Okay.
I was there in December '67 to December '68, just before Christmas. And in those days, everybody got hit. Every post. My attitude, I think, had a lot to do with me. My about, first of all, not being wounded. Second of all, my attitude is about, you got to do what you got to do.
My summer camp, I was with 2 other NBA players, but there's just all kinds of pictures where we would play with the guys. We'd be at 2 base camps, and I'm sorry, at fire bases during the day, and then they'd take us back to a base camp at night to sleep. So, and as you know, there's no safe place over there. I realized that after I was there. So anyway, they took a lot of these pictures of us playing with the guys. What we would do is wherever we would go a day, we would play anybody wanted to play against us. So we'd play 3 against 5. So we're probably playing 100 games a day of shoot up to 5 or up to 7.
I think that's a beautiful picture there where you got the Huey and you got
Yep, I was with Wes Unseld and Lou Hudson, 2 other NBA players. So we got to see.
Wes Unseld, didn't he still play for Baltimore?
Yes, he did.
Yes, I remember.
So we started out in Saigon, and we ended up in we played at Tonsanute Air Force Base, and then down in the Delta we went up to play coup. They had us everywhere.
This is what I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
This is what's presented to me by the 8th of the 6th Artillery.
Yeah, that's cool.
For working with them as on the 8th with an assault battle. One of my friends, Herb had his brother down in Vietnam. So when we went to the wall, I etched my friend's name on a little card that they gave us, and I etched it, and then and Herb and Algie came over there, and I was sad, and I wanted to cry, so they came out and hugged me. One of the pictures is there, where they hugged me like this. Then we went back to see his brother. His brother's name is on the wall, and we did the same thing. So there was support by the people. We interact between our friends, and they're grateful, and we talk about those things. They understand me more than my own family does, because I say very little to my family about my times. It's just recently I have started talking to my sons about these things. It brought me back. The comradeship brought me back to the points where I remember friends sitting next to each other, and when times were hard or incidents happen, then it comes back. It's so wonderful to see our country finally come around to reward these mostly men and women, but mostly to reward them for what they did in terms of recognition and appreciation.